With the new year, you want to look and feel your best. It's the perfect time to change your routine, your daily habits, and to put in work so that you can finally cross off all your resolutions for the year. So in the new year, new you spirit, here's a list of 7 small changes that you should make right now that will drastically improve your life. And I actually call this one the 3-step push. Here's the problem. Everyone has ideas, right? Everyone has things that they want to accomplish, but there's usually a disconnect between ideation, thinking of a business idea, coming up with a YouTube or TikTok video concept, and actually doing it, actually pushing that idea forward to a point where it's no longer an idea in your head. It's a real, tangible thing that is actually happening in the real world. Because it's happened to me before. I come up with a great idea, it seems overwhelming, and I leave it for later. And then it just slowly fades away from my memory and it never gets done. Here's a solution that I came up with. If it's a good idea that you're actually serious about, then immediately apply the 3-step push. You're gonna write down 3 steps that you can take within the next few days or as quickly as possible to turn this idea into progress. So if it's posting your first TikTok, let's say, then step 1 is knowing which video you're shooting. Step 2 is setting up the shoot, however you're gonna do it. And then step 3 is shooting it. There's nothing else you need to get it done. If it's a business idea, then step 1 is talking to your peers about it, if it's not confidential, so you can get a read on whether or not it's feasible. Step 2 might be setting up the business, from the articles of incorporation to the business bank account, right? And step 3 would be find your first customer. Keep it simple, but keep it moving. The next small step that you can take right now that will absolutely change your life is putting your phone on silent and then face down, because this makes it so hard to concentrate, right? Notifications are very distracting. Sometimes I'll have my phone up like this, even on silent, and I'll be on my computer and I see it lighting up from the corner of my eye. And I'll look over and it's an email or it's a tweet or a new post, whatever. All of a sudden, you want to check it out. You want to see what's going on here. It breaks your workflow. It breaks your train of thought every time it lights up, every time it rings. It is getting in the way of you getting things done. Silence it. Put it face down and get your stuff done, and then give yourself 10 to 15 minutes later when you're done to actually go through your notifications. Next up, setting a consistent sleep routine. Now, going to sleep at the same time every night is one of the best things that you can do for yourself. I have no sympathy for people who say they can't get up early, because it's really not about the time you get up. It's all about the time you go to sleep. If you go to sleep early, you wake up early. I'm usually in bed by 10 p.m., which means I can wake up at 6 a.m. and I had 8 full hours of beautiful sleep. And I know that because I check my fitness and sleep tracker. This is a Whoop, and they sponsored today's video, which is so cool to me because I've been wearing a Whoop for over 853 days straight. So when they sponsored me, I was very happy. It's a product that I truly believe in, and it kind of became like a second skin. I never let mine die. I always check my data. It's either on my wrist or it's wrapped around my bicep. It's a part of my routine. Whoop will tell you how many calories you burned every day, the exact time that you fell asleep and woke up, how many times you woke up at night, which, if you think about it, is great to know. Because if you're feeling tired every day and then you realize that you've been getting horrible sleep every night by looking at your sleep data, then you know what needs to be done. Just put your phone on silent, or close the blinds all the way, or wear a sleeping mask to make sure that you stop waking up so often at night. Now, the best part about Whoop, in my opinion, is that I don't have to do anything. It picks everything up by itself. When I go to sleep, it reads my sleep. I don't have to put anything in. If I go to play soccer, it literally knows by my heart rate and other patterns which sport I'm playing. It's crazy. It'll say snowboarding for 2 hours. I'm like, how do you even know that? Volleyball. I even have my own Whoop team, the Alex Costa team, with over 700 of you guys there. And we have a friendly competition of who is working out the most, who's getting better sleep. It's just fun to see what you guys are up to. And I'm thinking about doing some giveaways there very soon as well. If you use the link below, you get your Whoop itself for free, as well as the first month free, which is a great deal. Then you just use my team code to join the team. It's also free, and see all of our stats. So use that first link below, go check it out, and start learning about your body in ways that you should have been doing for a long time. Like I don't know how I lived without this before. This is an incredible, incredible device. Guys, I'm not used to having a microphone here. I feel like I keep hitting it. Do you guys like it? Let me know. We're making some changes here. Next is learn how to use a calendar. It keeps you organized. Lets you see what's coming, what you have on tomorrow. Don't be that guy that forgets about a Zoom call, a lunch meeting, or any other important dates or events. What I do that works really well is I make sure that anything comes up, like anything, I immediately, and I mean immediately, put it on my calendar. With my schedule, it's really easy to forget things. I have a lot going on, as I'm sure you do. So someone says, hey, let's do dinner Saturday night, and you say yes, right away it should go into your calendar. Otherwise, you forget. You can use Apple Calendar, you can use Google Calendar, you can use anything. You can write it down, it doesn't matter, as long as you have a system and as long as you actually stay true to it. This next one is a little bit of real talk. You have to change the way that you talk to yourself. You know that inner voice that we all have in our heads? It's our own making, right? It's like we're just talking to ourselves. It sounds almost a little childish, like we have an imaginary friend. That is the voice in which you will hear the most in your life, more than your parents, more than your partner, more than your best friend. If that voice is negative, if all you tell yourself is that you're not good enough, it's too difficult for you, you look like shit today, then that's what you will believe, and that's the person that you will become. Compare that to a positive mindset in which you actually hype yourself up. You say things like, I can do this, I got this, I'm a good person. Now, all of a sudden, you have an imaginary friend in your head instead of an imaginary enemy who's always tearing you down. I'm not saying that all you need to be a good person is tell yourself that you're a good person. That's not true. But I'm saying when you're always tearing yourself apart, when you're always bringing yourself down, you're probably gonna fail. Just because that's what you think will happen and that's what you're kind of aiming for. So change that negative self-doubt talk to a positive, inspiring, hype-up talk. Do affirmations, do whatever it is that you have to tell yourself. But honestly, it's more catching yourself saying negative things in your own head. That's when you need to go, hey, it's time to stop. All right, I can do this, I got this. Right? It's a little crazy. Oh, you're almost like talking to yourself, but it's so true. And we all do it. I'm actually curious, what does your inner voice sound like? I feel like mine just sounds like myself, so it's nothing interesting, but I've heard of some people who have like different voices, like deeper voices, or, you know, just different personalities almost. So let me know. I would love to hear. And if you're new to the channel, I would love to have you here more often. Hit that subscribe button below and join the YouTube family. It is my job to make you look and feel amazing. And if that's something that you're interested in, hit the subscribe button below, join the YouTube family. Something that I've definitely been doing for a very long time now is limiting junk food. It will slow you down. It will make you unhealthy. Food is fuel to our bodies, right? It's energy. If you're using cheap, bad fuel, your energy output is just not gonna be the same. I do everything I can to eat as healthy as possible most days. Look, I have cheat days here and there. I truly and deeply enjoy them, but I know the consequences of eating crap every single day, so I don't. That's why it's called a cheat day. It's not a normal everyday thing. Real food, healthy food will change your body, the way that you look, the way that you feel, your mind, and your energy level. So think about that next time you're heading into, McDonald's for the third time in a week and be like, you know what? Maybe I'm just gonna take it easy today. I'm gonna go home and actually eat something healthy. Have a wholesome dinner made at home, cooked at home. Another habit that you should definitely get into is reading books or listening to audiobooks. Honestly, I don't see a big difference. Instead of watching movies or any other mindless entertainment. I realized the other day that most people now watch movies while they're actually on their phones. So, that's kind of crazy. Like, you need 2 screens to be entertained. One is not enough. Like, are you even paying attention to the movie, or are you just on your phone and you have the mindless entertainment on? With books, not only are you learning new things, right? New words, new stories. The best thing about books is that it's not mindless entertainment, which is what TV or social media can be sometimes. You actually need to pay attention to the words in a book, or you have to go back and reread it or re-listen to it. Sometimes, I'm on a plane and I fall asleep during an audiobook and I'm like, I don't even know where I left off. I don't know what's going on. I gotta go back and watch it. But it's okay. I wanna learn. I want to go through the whole thing. So I highly recommend you get in the habit of just listening to books or reading books. Just do one a month, and then do one every 2 weeks, and then do one a week. Trust me when I say it's way more fulfilling than just watching mindless entertainment on your phone or on your TV. Now, I left a lot of habits that can change your life out of this video, but I do have this video here on powerful morning habits that will absolutely change your life. Highly recommend you watch it. And do not forget to check out Whoop. It's that first link below so you can get your free one and join my team. Thank you guys for watching. See you again soon.